After this short prayer to the spiritual master, Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Welcome to you, devotees, and thank you for taking this wonderful decision to spend the Friday evening here in Krishna Katha. And we are going to do our usual reading from chapter 9 of Bhagavad-gita. I'm going to start sharing my screen, if you can tell me. And I'm at the temple, and today the internet connection is extremely unstable here, so you might have faced some glitches. But I just can't help it for today.
Yeah, even today when you are saying these prayers, it wasn't.
It's breaking up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just bear with me for today. Okay, so what are you seeing?
Nothing.
On the screen.
We got it, Mataji.
Okay, and what are you seeing?
We are seeing 9 chapter now. Knowledge. Text 1.
1 minute, Shraddha Mataji.
The most confidential
can't
knowledge.
read.
I could hear all of you, but couldn't understand anything because everybody was speaking at the same time.
Okay.
I know.
So one by one.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Surbi Govinda Mataji can't read. So.
Okay. Thank you. Everybody else can read?
Yes,
No.
ma'am.
Kirtimala? Okay, right. So then the next question is for you to be able to read, either you follow along in your own books or online, or if you can see the screen, you can confirm that, right?
I have my book.
Okay, so each one of us is going to read 2 verses and just be mindful. 2 verses only, not less and not more. So reading order, Sukumal Radhe Mataji, Vindhyavali, Premai Radha, Varṣaṁ, Jyoti, Sutapa, and Kirtimala today.
Oh, okay. Sutapa just said that she has no internet connection.
Well, okay.
So, yeah.
Most confidential knowledge, chapter number 9. Let's open with Sukumal Radhe Mataji.
Yeah, just 1 minute. I'll just, okay.
And I don't have the benefit of, I'm saying I don't have the benefit of multiple screens today, so it's going to be even more difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of the... one second, I should have my page. Knowing which you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence. This knowledge is the king of knowledge. This knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization, it is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting and it is joyfully performed.
Who comes next?
Me.
All right, go ahead.
Those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of enemies. Therefore, they return to the path of birth and death in this material world. By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Hare Krishna.
And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, I am not a part of this cosmic manifestation. For myself is the very source of creation. Understand that as the mighty wind blowing everywhere rests always in the sky, all created beings rest in me.
Krishna. O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature, and at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I create them again. The whole cosmic order under me, under my will, it is automatically manifest again and again, and under my will, it is annihilated at the end. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Ji. O Dhananjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. This material nature, which is one of my energies, working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. Hare Krishna Ji.
Next 11. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the supreme lord of all that be. Those who are thus bewildered are attracted by demoniac and atheistic views. In that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I can read.
Yeah, and that is Utapa, right?
Yes, Mataji, I have
Yeah.
written.
Yeah. I had your name there actually, and then we moved it because I think you said the internet is not working.
Yes,
but I brought
I'm on
you
the
back as soon
phone.
as I saw you in. Yeah. But why don't we change the order, right? Because Kirti already read that, right? So I'll put you after Kirti and you can read.
Okay, Mataji.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. 13. Sutapa.
Yes. O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of the divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. Mataji. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me, these great souls perpetually worship me with devotion.
Garima?
इनसे पूछ लेना
Can you read?
Others who engage in sacrifice by the cultivation of knowledge worship the Supreme Lord as the One, without a second, as diverse in many and in the universal form. But it is I who am the ritual, I the sacrifice, the offering to the ancestors, the healing herb, the transcendental chant. I am the butter and the fire and the offering.
I like your energy today, Garima. Good. Keep going. Madhav Sangini, are you in a position to read?
Yes, Hare Krishna. Text 17. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the support, and the grandsire. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, and the syllable Om. I am also the Rig, the Sama, and the Yajur Vedas. Are we reading two?
Two
Okay.
each, yeah.
Okay. I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, and the most dear friend. I am the creation and the annihilation, the basis of everything, the resting place and the eternal seed. Hare Krishna.
Oh, Arjun, I give.
Mataji, Arjun wants to read. Can you read?
Oh,
Yes, of course.
Arjuna, I gave seed and I withhold and sent forth the rain. I am immortal and I am also that person.
Personified.
But both spirit and matter are in me.
Wow.
Those who study the Vedas and drink the Somaja seasonally heavenly planets worship me indirectly. Purified of sinful reactions, they take birth on pious heavenly planet of Indra, where they enjoy godly delight.
Very nice.
Very good.
When they have thus enjoyed vastly heavenly sense pleasure and the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they return to this mortal planet again. Thus, those who seek sense enjoyment by adhering to the principles of the three Vedas achieve only repeated birth and death. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have.
Right. I'm assuming, Pushpa Mataji, that you are driving, you won't be able to read, right? Or do you want to? I don't know. Pushpa? I
Hare
can't.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare-
I can only listen.
You can only listen. Okay, right. Fine. Just want to give you a chance in case you wanted to read. Vindhyavali.
Those who are devotees of other gods worship.
But those who always worship me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
No, that is
No. When they have doesn't
23 only. Mine.
Yeah, right. Sorry, I didn't know.
23.
23. Yeah.
Those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith actually worship only me. O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. I am the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Therefore, those who do not recognize my true transcendental nature fall down. Hare Krishna.
Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it.
Hare Krishna. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. Text 28. In this way, you will be freed from the bondage to work and its auspicious and inauspicious results. With your mind fixed on me in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and come to me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Ji. I envy no one, nor nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. Text 30. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. Hare Krishna Ji.
Hare Krishna. He quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. Text 32. O son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, merchants, and Shudras, workers, can attain the supreme destination. Hare Krishna.
How much more than this is so of the righteous Brahmanas, the devotees, and the saintly kings. Therefore, having come to the temporary, miserable world, engage in loving service unto me. Engage your mind always in thinking of me, because my devotees offer obeisances to me and worship me.
Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so we just finished reading that. I'll take any reflections or questions that you have on based on whatever we have read so far. Anything that struck your mind before we move over to prayers of Queen Kunti? And Subhodhini?
Hare Krishna, Shraddha. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, are you able to read today if we do any reading further?
Yes, I will. Thank
You
you.
will be? Okay, so I'll put you after little Arjun. And that is Subhodhini. All right. So going to Srimad Bhagavatam. From which verse do prayers of Queen Kunti start?
1817.
18, correct.
18.
1, 8, 18.
Oh, I said
Starts with Kuntiya
1817.
Uvacha, Mashe Purusham
Yeah.
Tvatam. Yeah, 1.8.18. Easy to remember, 1818. Okay. All right, so let's continue our reading. Who was the last person who read
Sutapa.
the Bhagavad
Sugari.
Gita?
Sutapa was the last one.
Okay, Garima. Yeah. So give us 2 verses of 2 prayers of Queen Kunti.
Oh my Lord, you are all powerful. A fiery iron.
Garima, are you there?
Hello?
Reading.
Where are you reading from? Yeah, read text. Garima, read text 18.
Actually, it is not showing text 18.
You are doing, you're putting here. Now it is 18 coming. Go little up. We are okay.
Oh, because there's a delay today.
Yeah.
That I'm at the temple. Yeah, the internet is very slow.
You were at
It's very
15.
slow. Yeah.
And you're
Because I also heard
asking us.
sometimes you were saying that.
No.
Yeah, because I also heard some of you say earlier that Mataji, please scroll. And I was like, I already scrolled. Why are they saying please scroll? So it's a delay there. So just be mindful of that. And I'll be mindful as well. Okay. Yeah. So Garima, 18 and 19. Yeah. Arjun.
For me, it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now I can see. Srimati Kunti said, "O Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you because you are the original personality and are unaffected by the qualities of the material world. You are existing both within and without everything, yet you are invisible."
It move, Mataji. Move up.
To all.
Invisible to all.
I've already moved it.
Yet you are invisible to all. Being beyond the range of limited sense perception, you are the eternally irreproachable factor covered by the curtain of deluding energy. You are invisible to the foolish observer, exactly as an actor dressed as a player is not.
Not visible verse all. Move up, Mataji.
Player is not recognized.
Hare Krishna. Text 20. You yourself descend to propagate the transcendental science of devotional service unto the hearts of the advanced transcendentalists and mental
You
speculators.
want to see my home, but you are busy.
Oh, can you hear me?
Hold on, Garima, can you go on mute, please? Okay, continue.
Okay.
Start from the
Transcendental
beginning.
and mental speculators who are purified by being able to discriminate between metta and metta.
Yeah, I'll make it a little smaller so
Matter
that
and spirit. Matter and spirit.
Where was I?
Okay, not this one, before that. Yeah, matter and spirit. Yeah. How then can this one?
Where are you, Mataji?
Where is it?
No. There you are. Matter and spirit. How then can...
Oh, sorry.
You were reading here, between matter and spirit
And
is what you
spirit,
said,
yeah,
right?
between matter and spirit. How then can we women know you perfectly? Text 21. Let me therefore offer my respectful.
Need to move up, Mataji.
Mataji, can you move?
More. No, you have to move up, Mataji.
Text 21, I need to read.
We're still in 20. Nothing is there, Mataji. No.
I think she signed out and probably trying to get in again.
Yeah. The name has come up. No. No, Mataji. No.
Today there must have been some issue. I tried 3 times before I could join.
No, Mataji. I think he told me. No. She is trying, poor lady. No. She left. Somebody left.
Wait. In the meantime, can anybody sing a bhajan?
She says having internet issues.
Yeah, Shraddha Mataji. She was telling earlier too. Maybe it's hard today to get connected.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare.
I can say one point. Today, Japa Sangha, somebody had shared.
Yeah.
So he said, let's be like the chicken that ignores the trash and looks only for the nourishing seed. Let's be Sara
Sorry?
Grahi.
Taragrahi.
Seekers of the essence, and grab the nourishing seed of the holy name this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a profound statement.
Yeah, so
Very
he
powerful. Yeah.
Shamarupa Prabhuji. So he has japa sangha in the morning. So he keeps on giving some thoughts, some points for chanting japa.
Bhakti
that-
Sangha Japa group. Is it named Bhakti Sangha Japa group?
No, it's only japa sangha.
Japa Sangha, yeah.
Okay. That was very nice. So
I missed all that.
it was a very profound statement. Powerful.
What was it? I'm trying to
Mataji
hear.
doesn't need.
No. Tell me.
So, in that Japa Sangha group morning, Shamarupa Prabhuji has shared,
Right.
let's be like the chicken that ignores the trash
Hmm.
and looks only for the nourishing seed. Let's be Saragrahi, seekers of the essence, and grab the nourishing seed of the holy name this morning.
Nice. That's a nice seed we should have today. Yeah. So I was thinking that since the internet is giving grief, can you all follow internet on your side? I will post the link to the prayers of Queen Kunti so that you can just read from there, and then we use this time in a much better way.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
without.
Is it possible for you to read from your own?
Yes, good idea. Let's see if it comes.
So
I
let
don't
me
have.
send you. Yeah.
What should I do, Mataji?
Mataji is saying she is sending.
I can share, Mataji, when it's your turn.
Who is sending that to me?
My internet is so bad that I can't even go to Bhagavatam now. I don't know. It's very unusual. Yeah. Very unusual.
Mataji, I have
Okay.
opened the database.
Yeah. Then go to Bhagavatam.
Yeah,
Go to
I
Veda
have
Veda
opened.
Club.
I have opened the text 21 also.
Okay. You don't have to open text 21 because all of us are just reading the translations. So what will be a easier way for you to do is that go to our WhatsApp group, the San Mateo Bhaktivish WhatsApp group.
So
And,
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto.
Hold on. Just go, Canto 1, Chapter 8. I've also put the link
Mataji,
on
I have
our
opened
WhatsApp group,
only
and then we can just
Shloka
read
and
it and we
translation.
can discuss. Yeah. Yeah, yes, that's fine. Okay, and who was it who was reading last when everything got dropped on me?
I was reading.
Garima, were you reading it?
We got it.
No, Madhava Sangha.
You were reading it.
Mataji was
Okay.
reading.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah.
I
So
read
Madhava,
text.
did you complete what you were reading?
Where are we? What number we are in now?
I think text 23, right?
No.
Gita Rishike.
We didn't
You
do.
have released your mother Devki.
Not reading.
Oh, were we reading text 21 or 22?
See,
No,
you
like
always start.
21, I think.
You
Yes.
always start. You always
You were
start with
starting
an
21.
22, okay.
You start
21.
with a. You always hold on.
Odd
You always
number.
start with. No, not odd number. For prayers of Queen Kinti, you always start with the even number, right? Because we
Oh.
start with 18.
Oh, yeah.
So 18 and 19, then 20 and 21, then 22 and 23, like that, right?
Yeah, I was reading 22 now, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. She
I'll
read that.
Okay. I'll read
Okay.
22 again. Yeah.
Can you do 20? Can you do 22 and 23? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
My
Go ahead.
respectful obeisances are unto you, O Lord, whose abdomen is marked with a depression like a lotus flower, who are always decorated with garlands of lotus flowers, whose glance is as cool as the lotus, and whose feet are engraved with lotuses. O Rishikesha,
Rishikesha.
Rishikesha, master of the senses and lord of lords, You have released your mother, Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious King Kamsa, and me and my children from a series of constant dangers. Hare Krishna.
Arjun's chance, Mataji.
No, no. Resounding.
My dear Krishna, your lordship has protected us from
Poisoned.
poison cake from a great fireform.
Cannibals.
Cannibals from the
Vicious.
vicious assembly, first from suffering during or exile in the forest, and from battle where great generous fought. And now you have saved us from the weapon of
Ashwadhama.
ये एक और पढ़ना है. I wish. I wish
that all those calamities would happen again and again, so that we could see you again and again. For seeing you means what? We will no longer repeat births and deaths.
See repeated births and deaths. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Text 26. My Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and bodily beauty, cannot approach you with sincere feeling. Text 27. My obeisances are unto you, who are the property of the materially impoverished. You have nothing to do with the actions and reactions of the material modes of nature. You are self-satisfied, and therefore you are the most gentle and are master of the monists.
My lord, I consider your lordship to be eternal time, the supreme controller, without beginning and end, the all-pervasive one. In distributing your mercy, you are equal to everyone. The dissensions between living beings are due to social intercourse. O Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes, which appear to be human and so are misleading. You have no specific object of favor, nor do you have any object of envy. People only imagine that you are partial.
Of course, it is bewildering, O soul of the universe. That you work though you are inactive, and that you take birth though you are the vital force and the unborn. You yourself descend among animals, men, sages, and equites. Verily, this is bewildering. My dear Krishna, Yasoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes overflooded with tears, which washed the mascara from your eyes, and you were afraid, though fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me. Hare Krishna. Who is next?
Can I read or Barsana Mataji? Or
I think it's Kiran.
yeah, I can read. Text 32.
No.
After Vindhyavali, it is Premai Radha.
Premai Mataji, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. Premai, go ahead.
32.
72?
32.
May I read, Mataji?
Some say that the born.
Hold on. What happened to Prema? Is she not there? Do you guys
She
see
is
her?
not here, Mataji.
My network is very okay.
No,
Okay,
she
then go
left,
ahead.
I
Yeah,
think.
Varṣaṁ, go ahead.
Some say that the unborn is born
She
for
was
the
also having trouble,
glorification.
connection, disconnection. She was also in a problem there. Yeah. Okay.
Some say that the unborn is born for glorification of pious kings, and others say that he is born to please King Yadu, one of your dearest devotees. You appear in his family as sandalwood appears in the Malaya hills. Others say that since both Vasudev and Devaki prayed for you, you have taken your birth as their son. Undoubtedly, you are unborn, yet you take your birth for their welfare and to kill both who are envious of demigods. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna ji. Others, I think prayers 34.
34.
Others say that the word being overburdened like a boat at sea is much aggrieved, and that Brahma, who is your son, prayed for you, and so you have appeared to diminish the trouble. And yet, others say that you appeared for the sake of rejuvenating the devotional service of hearing, remembering, worshipping, and so on, in order that the conditioned soul suffering from the material pangs might take advantage and gain liberation. Hare Krishna.
Text 36. O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant, and repeat your transcendental activities or take pleasure in others doing so certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repetition of birth and death. Text 37. O my Lord, you have executed all duties yourself. Are you leaving us today? Though we are completely dependent on your mercy and have no one else to protect us, now when all the kings are at enmity with us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I won't be able to read. I will only listen.
Okay. Who's next?
I think Garima Mataji.
Garima? Is Garima on the call?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, okay. You heard the number?
Text
39 and
38.
40.
Yeah. 38.
39.
Oh, Gadadhara Krishna, our kingdom is now being marked by the impression of your feet, and therefore it appears beautiful. But when you leave it, it will no longer be so. All these cities and villages are flourishing in all respect because the herbs and the grains are in abundance. The trees are full of fruits, the river is flowing, the hills are full of minerals, and the oceans full of wealth. And this is all due to your glancing over them. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Text
Oh Lord.
41.
Oh,
O Lord of the universe, soul of the universe, O personality of the form of... Huh?
no, you can finish. I'll go after you.
Okay. O Lord of the universe, soul of the universe, O personality of the form of the universe, please therefore savor my tie of affection for my kinsmen, the Pandavas and the Vrishnis. O Lord of Madhu, as the Ganges forever flows to the sea without hindrance, let me attraction be constantly drawn unto you without being diverted to anyone else. Sorry, Madhav Sangini Mataji.
That's okay. O Krishna, O friend of Arjuna, O chief amongst the descendants of Vrishni, you are the destroyer of those political parties which are disturbing elements on this earth. Your prowess never deteriorates. You are the proprietor of the transcendental abode, and you descend to relieve the distresses of the cows. the brahmanas, and the devotees. You possess all mystic powers, and you are the preceptor of the entire universe. You are the Almighty God, and I offer you my respectful obeisances. Sutta Goswami said, the Lord, thus hearing the prayers of Kunti Devi, composed in choice words for his glorification, mildly smiled. That smile was as enchanting as his mystic power. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Arjun's chants.
It's done, I think, the prayers.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're done by 43.
okay.
Okay, so now let us do the verse for today. And that is, what is the verse for today?
9:19.
9:19. Correct. Correct. That's good. Okay. So let's go to Bhagavad-gita 9:19. Can you go wherever? I'll send you the link for that. How does that sound? So that you can open it up on your devices. And so sorry for this. This is the first time this has happened. That network is so bad. Otherwise, it's very high-speed network here. So like last time, I'm going to just put the link here on our WhatsApp group. The send me to we'll take it from there. And others are also dropping off today. I don't know why. It's a universal network problem. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I posted the verse for today. Can someone confirm that they got it?
Yeah, it is coming, Mataji.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it
got
has
it.
come.
Okay, okay. Okay, just give me a second here. All right. I'm switching off my video so that it's because video takes a lot of load on the network. So at least the network load will not be there. All right. So whose turn is it to read today?
it was
Who was the last
mine, but
person?
Arjun wanted to read, yeah.
Arjun wanted to read. We'll have Arjun read the translation there. Okay. I'll do the Sanskrit. Bhagavad-gita 9:19. Tapāmy aham varṣaṁ nigṛhṇāmy utsṛjāmi cha amṛtaṁ caiva mṛtyuścha sadasac cāham Arjuna. Tapāmy means give heed. Aham I, varṣaṁ rain, nigṛhṇāmy withhold, utsṛjāmi send forth, cha and amṛtaṁ immortality, cha and eva suddenly, mṛtyuh death, cha and sat spirit, asac matter, cha and aham I, Arjuna, O Arjuna. Translation spoken by Mr. Who's a Mr. Who wants to read?
Arjun.
Arjun. Okay, Arjun. Translation पढ़ो. गरिमा and Arjun.
Not there.
चले गए? I can't see. Again, internet drop. Oh, no, I see them there.
Yeah,
Garima, can
yeah.
you read Arjun?
Can I,
Arjun, yeah,
can,
9:19 translation.
yeah, Arjun बोलो. Oh Arjuna, I give. जल्दी बोलो. अरे बोलना है कि नहीं? Oh Arjuna, I give heat and I बोलना है कि नहीं? सब लोग वेट कर रहा है.
Arjuna, I give heat and I withhold and send forth the rain. I am immortality and I am also dead, preserved, both spirit and matter, all in me.
Thank you.
Very nice, right? So he's saying that I give heat and I withhold and set forth the rain. I am immortality and I'm also death personified. Both spirit and matter are in me. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Who comes after Arjun in the reading
Me.
order?
Me.
Huh? Okay, me.
It's
Please
me.
read.
Yeah. Krishna, by his
Me,
different
please read.
energies, diffuses heat and light through the agency of electricity and the sun. During the summer season, it is Krishna who checks rain from falling from the sky, and then during the rainy season, he gives unceasing torrents of rain. The energy which sustains us by prolonging the duration of our life is Krishna, and Krishna meets us at the end as death. By analyzing all these different energies of Krishna, one can ascertain that for Krishna there is no distinction between matter and spirit, or in other words, he is both matter and spirit. In the advanced stage of Krishna consciousness, one therefore makes no such distinctions. He sees only Krishna in everything. Since Krishna is both matter and spirit, the gigantic universal form comprising all material manifestations is also Krishna, and his pastimes in Vrindavan as two-handed Shyam Sundara playing on a flute are those of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Okay. Comments, observations on what you heard or read so far? Chapter
Krishna,
9,
Mataji.
verse 19.
Mataji, I was just thinking that here it is mentioned in the second paragraph of the purport, and his pastimes in Vrindavan as two-handed Shyam Sundar, playing on a flute, are those of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And their temple also, Krishna Balram temple, there the name of Krishna is a Shyam Sundar, Radha Shyam Sundar. So I was just correlating it.
Oh, nice. Nice. What else do we see?
Krishna gives heat, light,
Nice.
rain,
Rain.
energy.
Krishna gives energy. Okay.
Everything.
He is both matter
Krishna
and
gives
spirit.
everything.
That
He's
personified.
both matter and spirit. Sorry?
Death personified. He is death.
He's death personified. Yes, death personified. Okay, good. Yeah. There's a lot of delay because I joined the call from my cell phone also, and I can hear things on the cell phone, but I cannot hear things on my laptop, which is connected to the temple network. Yeah. So yes, death personified is what you said, right? Yeah. So if we notice that like last week and the week before that, right? He was talking more about who am I, right? For example, in verse number 16th of the 9th chapter, same chapter, like, just 2 weeks ago, we were talking about aham kratur, aham yagya, swadaham, aham ojasam, mantruham, aham evajam, aham agnir, aham hutam, right? So he was talking about that, I am the sacrifice, I'm also the ritual, I'm the offering to the ancestor, and I'm butter, I'm fire, and all that, saying all that stuff, right? And then last week, he came a little further, and he was saying that I'm the father of this universe. So on a material plane, when you talk about father, mother, right, we talk about birth. So he was talking about that I'm the father of this universe, I'm the mother, pitaham asya jagato mata dhata pitamaha vedyam pavitram omkara riksama yadur evacha. So he was talking that I'm the father, I'm the mother, I'm the support, I'm the pitamaha, so I'm the grandsire also, then I'm also the object of the knowledge, I'm also the purifier, I'm syllable om, right, omkara, and then the Vedas, right? I'm the Rig, the Sama, and the Yajur Vedas. He's talking about everything. So in the last verse, we had talked about two things there in the previous verse specifically. And that was that he was talking about two aspects. One was the material aspect, where he was talking about father, mother, right? Support, grandsire. All this is material because taking birth and all that is all at the level of material, right? And then he went to on the spiritual aspect of it, where he said that I'm the purifier, I'm the syllable Om, I'm also the Rig Veda, Sam Veda, Yajurveda, right? So he talked about all these things there. And so material and spiritual, both the aspects he's telling, and because people need both of them. And then if you're born in this material world, and when you have a material father, then you need to, in order to get out of this world, you will need the syllable Om, which is nothing but Krishna, and also, the Vedas or any supplements to the Vedas like Srimad Bhagavatam, like that, right? Now, in today's verse, which was, not today's verse, last week's verse, sorry, he also said that Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sachi, right? Nivasa Sharanam Subhit, Prabhava Pralayasanam Nidhanam Dijam Abhyayam. He says that. So basically, he was saying that I'm also the goal, I'm also the sustainer, a little bit of repetition from the last verse. I'm the witness, the abode, and the refuge. Where do you go? You go to Krishna, always, right? I'm also the creation of this material world. So he's talking about that, right? So far, so. Now, in verse 19, where he's saying, "O Arjuna," and some of you pointed out also, he said, "O Arjuna, I give heat." And then he said, "I withhold and send forth the rain. I am immortality, and I am also death personified." And then both, as you point out, both spirit and matter are in me. Okay. So here he's saying, if you notice that there are, for example, if I say the weather is hot, then at that time I cannot say the weather is cold also, right? Because that will be a contradiction. Either it is hot or it is cold. It cannot be both hot and cold like that, right? But here you will see that there are some contradictions that he's talking about, right? So I am immortality, but I'm also death personified, right? And then spirit is in me, but matter is also in me. So you see, and then he's saying, I withhold the rain and I send forth the rain also. So the opposite things, right? Like that. So we notice, and Prabhupada mentions that in the purport, and that is that during the summer. So when the ocean is there, right? So from the ocean to how are ocean formed? Oceans are ultimately formed because of the rains, right? So rains fall on top of the hills and mountains. From there, they become rivers, and then they go and meet the ocean, right? So oceans are created from the rains. And how are rains created? Rains are created from the ocean. So he will take away the water from the ocean, but he will withhold it in the sky. So all that water that evaporates from the ocean stays in the sky, and it is amazing that it doesn't fall down. But then whenever the rainy season comes, then we have rains. So that is also withholding the rain and then pouring the rain. Both of them are coming from Krishna. Krishna controls that part of it, right? And so it might not be a very direct contradiction, as we say, in withholding and sending forth the rain, but the one where he says that he is immortality and he is death personified also, that part is real contradiction, right? For example, if I say poison, so poison will be the cause of death. So I might say poison is death for me. Then I will not say poison is immortality for me, right? Because poison causes death. But here, Krishna is saying that I am both. I am immortality and I am death as well. Amṛtaṁ, caiva, mṛtyuś. He's saying that, right? So, but we all understand that they are number one, they're opposites. And as we say, they are mutually exclusive. Like if you are this, you cannot be that, right? So mutually exclusive of one another. But then, so that is one contradiction. And then he also says, Sad, asac, cāham, Arjuna, right? Sat and asat, sometimes they are understood to be true and false, but then also Sat and Asat also refer to eternal and the temporary. And in this verse, it means the eternal and the temporary, right? And we have verses in our Bhagavad-gita elsewhere that talk about, Krishna says that about, what is Sat and what is Asat. And it's interesting. It's interesting how you say that. And then when he's talking in Bhagavad-gita 2.16, where nasato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate satah ubhayor api drishtontas dvanos tattva darshani. So in that verse he is saying that he's describing the body, and he's saying that this body is non-existent, right? And there is no endurance to that body. Like the body will perish at certain point in time, and then he talks also about the soul, and he says that for soul there is not going to be any change. And he says that this is something that the learned people, those who have seen the truth, they are really learned in that sense. It is coming as a conclusion from them that that a material thing is non-existent and the spiritual thing is permanent. But then how can Krishna be both like that, right? So that's also a contradiction that is there. So we have to then understand that what exactly are we saying here, right? So first thing that we have to understand here is that in this material world, we always understand dualities, good and bad, right? Heat and cold, love and hate, like that. So there are dualities become like that, right? And it is important for us to make these distinctions, especially for us, good and bad, that kind of a thing. And then when we make this kind of a distinction, which Krishna also mentioned in his verse, where he talks about distinguishing between the material and the spiritual, right? And he says, I'm both material and the spiritual. But then when we learn that there is a difference between material and spiritual, and which I quoted from the Bhagavad-gita 2.16, that material will not endure, and for the soul there is no change. Then when we understand all these things, then what's going to happen is that we will then learn that how do I harmonize the material with the spiritual. So I'm in a material body. I think I'm this body, I'm not, but I'm actually the spirit. And then the spirit is eternal. And the grief all comes from the material body. So let me go towards the spiritual, right? So Krishna is kind of like, explaining that to us, that's the material and the spiritual, they are not just merely separated, they are also integrated. Okay? And integrated not in the fact that they are by nature they are the same. Not that because from here we definitely see in the world of duality that they're definitely two different things, right? But then we have to understand that they are the same in the purpose. What is the purpose of spiritual and what is the purpose of material? The similarity between the material and the spiritual, which seem to be opposite to us, the similarity between them is coming from the fact that both are coming from Krishna. And in Bhagavatam, Chaturshloki Bhagavatam, Krishna also says that. And he says that, rite ritam yat pratyeta na pratyetyam atmani. So he says that everything, even the Maya, is all coming from Krishna. And what exactly is Maya and not the truth is, if you don't utilize something in the service of Krishna, then it is, the untruth. Otherwise, everything is Sat, everything is the truth, as long as you connected to Krishna. So when it comes to material and spiritual, we need to understand that both of them are his energies. And in the previous chapters we read, right? Daivi esha gunamayi mama maya duratraya. Mamevaya prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. So there also he's saying that this Maya is my energy. So there is energy of Maya. We have to understand that even though Maya is bad, it is still an energy of Krishna. And then, but if that energy is bad, what do I do about it? So it's saying that Mamevaya prapadyante, so that those who take shelter of me or who surrender unto me, then they will be easily able to cross over this ocean of material nations, right? Maya, mayam etam tarantite. So we have to understand that they are both coming from the same source, but we have to move towards the spiritual. So he's trying to emphasize that. And so then when you understand that both of them are Krishna, then what you'll try to do is you are coming from Krishna, then you'll try to connect to Krishna. And that is what we should try to do, right? This is what you try to do, that it is Krishna who has also manifested this material energy. It's Krishna who's put me into this material body. So now I need to see that what exactly is it that Krishna now wants me to do in this body. And when I look at my body, it looks like a human body. So what exactly am I supposed to do with this human body? So can somebody answer me that question, that what are we supposed to do?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, my goal of life is to go back to Godhead, meet Krishna, and that should be my goal. And I should work towards it.
Correct. Now that you have got Atato Udgama Jigyasa, it says, now that you have. So what is that now? Now, because you have got this human body, your goal should be to go back to Godhead. Thank you for that, right? So then one might just think that, why does Krishna is, creation, and then he also annihilates everything, right? Why does he, so death means that everything gets finished, right? So why does he do that, right? That he brings about that for the temporary, which is the material, he brings about the destruction of the material, right? So why does Krishna do that? So we see the contradiction here, right? Both spirit and matter are enemy. I'm immortality and I'm also death personified. So if you know that Krishna is also immortal, so but now all of us are troubled by death, right? So when we read this statement that Krishna is saying, I am immortality and I am also death personified, our thought process should be that, okay, now that I am worried about death, right? And death is coming from Krishna, but then also immortality is coming from Krishna. So if I want to conquer death, which means that I'm going over towards immortality, and if Krishna is saying I am immortality, then I should just go to Krishna. So ultimately what he's trying to tell with all these contradictions over here is that I am, bringing about this destruction of anything which is temporary. It gets destroyed over a period of time, right? So I'm bringing about this destruction of the temporary just in order to make way for the eternal. And sometimes you have noticed that when there is a death in the family, we all go through what is called as the smashan vairagya, right? That for some time when somebody passes away, then the reality strikes us that, oh, all of us are temporary, and what is the real purpose of life? We start looking at all that and we kind of get detached. So these kind of happens and milestones that come into our life are meant for us to get detached from the matter. And when we get detached from matter, we are actually on the way to immortality or on our way to the spiritualism. So that is the essence of this particular chapter. So this particular words. I'll open it up for any questions or comments that you have before we call it a day on this call.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I want to comment on this. Lord Buddha, you see, when he was born, it was told by the Jyotish, you see, those who predict the future. They said that, you see, he should not see any death or any sadness otherwise. But you see, I felt very happy in the sense by reading his biography that Lord Buddha, when he went out and saw the dead body they were taking for the last rites, and he immediately decided to go and find out the reason that why is this. And our Guru Maharaj Ji also, when he was young and he was reading, he was looking for the truth. And he also felt that death, why this death happens. You see, he was also looking for this question. So I found a lot of similarity in Lord Buddha's life in the beginning and our Guru Maharaj Ji. And then, you see, he also found this route, and he taught the people to the right path, and Buddha also directed the people to go to the right path, though there is a little difference in the sense that we follow Bhagavad-gita, and he did not follow Bhagavad-gita and the scriptures. Buddha did not follow the scriptures. So I was finding this similarity, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you. And if you go back and look at our scriptures, take the story of Dhruva Maharaj, right? So he had his stepmother insulted him, right? And he wanted to get away from that insult. He wanted to reach a state where he would not be insulted. And how did he think he'll get to that state where nobody will insult him? Would be if he became a powerful king, right?
Yeah.
And that's why he wanted a kingdom better than Brahma's. So, and then where did he go finally? To get that kind of a thing, he had to go to Krishna, right? So there's contradictions that are there. Sometimes one of the contradictions is there to hit us, to make us, to impel us to go to the other end and, find out what the real truth is there. So I can see two hands which are risen. I don't know the order in which they were raised, but I will see them as I see them. I'll call them out. So I see Madhava Sangini on the top, followed by Surabhi Govinda. So let's go ahead.
Yesterday I was watching this video on the 14 planetary system, and there are living beings everywhere in all the planets. So I was just wondering, are human, even though in some ways, some planets, it looks like the living beings look like human bodies. But is it only through human bodies on this earth that has the opportunity to go to Krishna, or is from any other planet, if they are really spiritual, they can go?
Yeah. The opportunities are there. The possibility for a human body to go back to Godhead, because he got the human body, you can go back to Godhead from anywhere, right? So now, if we take two students, two small children, right? Can both of them go to, say, Stanford University? Because they are both human beings, they have a brain. If they work hard, they can go, right? But then in addition to that, there's also something known as the environment in which they grow up, right? In one environment, the parents were well off, and the child didn't have to do anything. The child was able to focus on the studies and get good marks and get into this university he wanted, right? The other student had, a family from hell, had to go to work also while he was studying and things like that. So their chances might not be able to focus that much on study, and his chances of going to a better university are dim in that case, right? In general. So it is not just the fact that you have a human body that you'll be able to go back to Godhead, but also the ambience around you. And in that context, this Earth planet where we are is a very good place. A very good place because there is dukh here. And only when we have problems, and we read in prayers of Queen Kunti that when there are calamities, right? When there are calamities and Krishna comes and she says, I want calamities again and again, right? So this is a good, the atmosphere is very conducive for doing devotional service. And conducive just doesn't mean that, absence of any problems and things like that. Sometimes problems then still become a catalyst for us to go back to Godhead, right? For example, if you go to the heavenly planets, right? The heavenly planets are planets above us. And there is a lot of opulence there. And a lot of more things to enjoy. Even colors are more than the kind of colors that we have here. So there's so much of enjoyment there that a person can forget Krishna and then just spend the whole time in enjoying it, right? And we also read in today's verse, Shine Purne Martha Lokam Vishanti, right? When their pious credits are expired, they come back again here to our planetary system like that. Having said that, so there are heavenly planets that then, and since you watched that movie on the 14th planetary system, then when you go even higher, there is Tapaloka, Janaloka, right? And then where Brahma lives, the Brahmaloka, Satya or Satyaloka. So over there, people do like Janaloka, Tapaloka, and even Brahmaloka, people are highly advanced devotees. They also do devotional service there. They can do it. So, and then from any place they can go back. Any place they can go back to Godhead, but this one gives you a much better environment to do that. A short life, 100 years, Kali Yuga, even better. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. Surabhi Govinda, go ahead.
Yes, I was just, thank you for the nice talk. I was just thinking about the dualities. And, it was almost like he said, Krishna says everything comes from him, whether it's the cold or the heat or the good or the bad, everything is from him, which is good, except we don't accept that so easily, right? We don't see it. We're not ready to see that, yeah. But I think in chapter 6, under Sankhya Yoga or the Dhyana Yoga, when they're explaining the difference between the levels of attainment, between just a yogi, mystic yogi towards a devotee, they explain, I think it explains that the person who is in stira buddhi, the highest level of devotee, that is still a material planet, how does he act? I think it says that because he knows that everything comes from Krishna, what he's offering, what he's giving, what he's receiving is not dual to him.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no duality left anymore because I think it's something like the contribution, the contributor, the results. Everything is already Krishna's. So I thought that was a really nice way to, once you read that, you go back, then then I can process that it comes from him. So I don't know.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah. Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. To understand that, everything is Krishna and everything comes from Krishna. And then it says Samhatma Sudurlabha. Those kind of Mahatmas are very difficult to find. And that's what you mentioned in the beginning, that we find it difficult to accept it.
Yeah.
That everything comes from there. But very good connection. Yeah. Anything else before we call it a day? What a day, what an internet connection. Okay, if there's nothing more, then we'll call it a day. Thank you so much, dear devotees, for staying on in this condition. I apologize. I didn't realize it was going to be this bad. But we made it. Thank you for participating. And today is Friday, right? Yeah, so I'm going to, I mentioned that last week also, right? We started last Saturday, I think we started with Bhagavad-gita. So I go to people's home and I've started the whole series of Bhagavad-gita. So we just did the introduction and, comparing Bhagavad-gita with Srimad Bhagavatam like that. And then tomorrow, again, I think it's 6 p.m. in the evening. I'll send you that details if I've not already done that, where we will be reading from the Bhagavad-gita. So that will go at a little faster pace. And then this one goes slow because we do only one verse a week. Which gives us an opportunity to go deeper into a particular verse, right?
Yeah.
And but over there, I can't be doing it one verse a month or two verses a month or something like that. It'll take us forever. So we will be going a little bit fast paced, and might be a good idea, a good opportunity for you to recap on all that you have been hearing for the last 10 years. It's almost taken us that much long. So I just thought, and if the internet is good, then it'll also get recorded on Facebook, because I know it's at an odd time for some of you there. Cool. So having said that, I'll take your leave here and have a wonderful
Thank you so
rest of the
much.
day.